All right, Mountaineers, we are here with another one of our assistant principals for Assistant Principal Appreciation Week, Coach Sherman. Coach, thank you for speaking with us this morning. So first off, what I want to ask you, kind of like we asked with Ms. Whitehead, what is your background in education? What is kind of your story for before you stepped into Heritage High School?
Okay. Well, first, thanks for being here and doing this. I came from a long line of educators in my family, a lot of aunts and uncles and cousins and whatnot, brother have been in education. And then I started out at Eagleton. Actually, I started out at Everett many years ago. I taught at Eagleton for about 20 years before I came here in 2011 as assistant principal. Got into administration because I felt like it's an opportunity to help a greater number of people, number of students have a greater impact, hopefully. I hope I've done that. So that's kind of the background.
Awesome. And so kind of like you mentioned just then, coming from a long line of, teachers and people being within the education system, has that helped you, has that been something you kind of always knew you wanted to step into, or was it something you kind of just was on the spot, was like, hey, I want to go into this?
That's a great question. Actually, I didn't think this was what I wanted to do. To be honest, when I graduated high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Went to college and figured it out after about a year. But that background, that having family that have been educators, lifelong educators, certainly helped, knowing the ins and outs of how it works, and knowing the processes and all that. So that probably guided me along the way. And probably all along, deep down, I wanted to teach, but I didn't know that at the time.
Awesome. And so with, kind of like you were talking about earlier, it was something you kind of just on the spot figured out that you wanted to do, and you feel like you have an opportunity to help students in a larger way. So kind of elaborating on that just a little bit, what is, some moments, or what are some things that you get to do as an admin, as an assistant principal, that you enjoy doing? What are some of your favorite parts of what you do?
Favorite parts are watching kids grow and change and mature, make good decisions. And sometimes that involves making better decisions than they have, and trying to provide life lessons based on experience, my own life experiences, experiences of others that maybe I've worked with or dealt with, and passing that on to young people that may need just that little bit of information to help guide them. So that's kind of my favorite part, getting to see kids and developing relationships with students. It's great, and sometimes, forgive me, you may see me 10 years down the road and I may forget your name just because thousands of students, but I remember faces, and it's great to see people that I had even back when I started teaching to come and just say hello and just talk. So those are the favorite parts.
Awesome. And so kind of our final question for you, Miss Mackenzie Sherman, your daughter is the AV teacher, and you all now get to pretty much work together, see each other every day. And so what is that like to be able to work with your daughter, Ms. Sherman?
It's really unique. It's special. My wife and I taught together for several years at Eagleton when it was a K through 8 school. And then when that split, that changed. But Mackenzie's been with one of us in school every year except 2. Her freshman and sophomore year here, neither one of us here, obviously. It's interesting. I'm very proud of her. We're both very proud of what she's become and the way she deals with things. I think she has a true heart for students. But yeah, it's a good experience. I think it's great. Now we do, there are certain things that I'm not allowed to to handle of hers because nepotism policies. We don't want anybody to think I play favorites. So, but yeah, it's good. I think she's doing a good job with your program.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you talking with us this morning, Coach Sherman. Again, Mountaineers, make sure to thank our assistant principals, our admins. They do a lot more than we see. Also, head coach of softball, make sure to come out tomorrow night for our law enforcement appreciation.
Yes.
There will be 2 games. I want to say at 5 and 9 if I have
5 and
those.
9. And the 2 teams that we play at 7.
Awesome. So please make sure to come out and support our Lady Mountaineer softball team. Again, Coach, thank you for speaking with us this morning. Thank you all for tuning in. Go Mountaineers.